Yip Busaba Yip from the Hing Society based at Lahaina, Maui of the Hawaiian Islands. And today's talk, we're going to be talking about the Chinese New Year. And I'm actually going to bring in a screen share here. Let's see. There we go. So this is what we have here. Okay. All right. So let's see. Yes. So Yip, you feel free to, let's do a little check-in. Are there any updates that you might have about, let's see, from the Hing Society or the museum there?
Yes, we are preparing for our upcoming event coming for the celebration of the Chinese New Year. The Lahaina Restoration Foundation working together with the Hing Society and with all the volunteers to put together. So now we are preparing to have it the whole week free at the Hing Museum in Lahaina. So it have lots of fun thing, and the big celebration is the lion dance that I will share with you all. What the meaning of the celebration and why and how we do the celebration. Also, the Hing Society, the history of Hing Society, how the celebration of Chinese New Year to be here in. So what's the meaning of the tradition and the celebration?
Yes.
Is that clear now?
Oh, that is, yes.
You start now, or you like move the screen or adjust something? This is good.
Okay, yes, that looks beautiful. And I actually see you have a little pig.
You see the pig.
Yeah, there you go. Cute.
So with the year of the pig, so I have some pig here.
Well, I'm really looking forward to sharing this, let's see, your presentation. Thank you so much for putting it together. And then also for just coming on, I want to say a month before it actually comes that time. Yes, January.
Actually, exactly New Year China is February the 5th. It's follow the lunar calendars. But our celebration here in Lahaina at the Hing Museum will be the whole week from the 4th to the 8th. And the big celebration is the Friday night of the 8th.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Wow. There must be so much preparation that needs to go into this.
Yeah, it's fun to do. And it's a second Friday night in Lahaina town. By the Lahaina Action Committee. So we work together, and the Lahaina Restoration Foundation and the Hing Society. So it's a community celebration also on Front Street, and have been ongoing for many years.
That's great. Let's see. First of all, what I just noticed, there's a little something different. You're wearing a headpiece. Is this a traditional?
So today I like to honor the tradition. In the Chinese New Year is the red color that has a symbolic meaning of good luck. So when we the New Year's Day, we always bring the red color, the life force, and the blessing to start the new year. And this piece is I feel like the tradition of Chinese celebration far back is follow the lunar calendars of the farmers and the tribal people. Far back, they start the this tradition long before. So I like to honor the origin of the celebration. And in particular, what comes to the Chinese New Year is the lion dance. So the lion dance is an important tradition, and far back it happened 1,000 years ago among the tribal people, indigenous people. They do. So I like to honor the origin and the history of the ritual ceremony here. So that's the calling for me to share the story.
I do have one question. Could you please explain the difference between the lunar calendar and what we, because I do appreciate the lunar calendar, but I often get caught up with having to wish everybody Happy New Year on January 1st. Could you speak a little more about maybe the differences?
The Chinese, the lunar calendar, it follow in the old day is follow the farmers in the farming. So there are different ways. It's also is look at the year different. So for the Chinese, this one I like to share. So in the Western calendar, you are 2019 this year, but the Chinese 4717. You see the difference? So this is a Chinese year calendar, but we have a whole different system of counting the years, and a little bit complicated to understand. But this is the Western 2019. So, but the way how the lunar calendar is happening, interaction, many elements that we consider is follow the farmers in the old days in the farming community. If we look at the nature, the face of the moon and the elements, the different element interaction of, and is follow the they call the yin yang, the Taoism. The life follow living. The Tao is a way of life, living in harmony with nature. So this calendar is a way of life of the people far back in the farming community. So it's very interesting to learn more. So like we said, the 12 cycle of the animals actually before it not the 12 cycle. The origin is related to the cycle of the farming. Okay, so it have many interaction of the element of the fire, water, meter, and earth. The interaction of all the elements during the farming season.
Okay, I can appreciate that really the farmers are very important in
yes,
terms...
in the old days. That's why we like to honor the origin, because that the ritual ceremony is an important part of the people's life in the old day, how to survive. And this calendar set up is a life cycle to capture all the elements interact between human being and nature, and how we can survive, and also a lot of struggle. And it's not only the economic, the social, political also. The political, social, economic, and the spiritual aspect is interweaving together for the human life to survive. So in ancient China, we can learn through the the history far back, and we understand why and how, or many texts in the ancient time, they keep track how the origin of things come to being and passing down to the political movement, economic and social change. So the calendar is keep track. It's not only the calendar, there are many texts for the history, the story from the whole day and passing down. But to ritual ceremonies, festivals, and it's very interesting to learn more. Actually, I still feel like I'm a student of learning more. So, like the celebration of Chinese New Year is a part of our life, but this year I learned a lot. But before I come share with you, I found some very interesting book about the Chinese New Year, the celebration, why the lion dance come to celebration. So when I look back, it understand the whole historical context and interrelated to political, like I shared with you, the spiritual aspect in all elements and how it is today. So it's evolving and transforming. And it's so exciting when you celebrate like the Chinese New Year, you understand where it comes from and how it used to be and how the evolving change into today and it spread to all over the world.
Wow.
Why that happened. So really exciting. So thank you for the opportunity that you do good work to bring us sharing our story from the east to the west. Actually, in the history, it's very important for us to the connection interrelated and how actually when I talk to the lion dance, I will share more.
Okay.
The lion dance is come from Persia.
Persia.
Origin from China. But because of the Silk Road and then like what we do now, try to bring the world, the East and the West come closer. So the people start to make a journey and trading and during that time. So brought to the lion back from Persia to China. So interesting. That's one example to see how important we to share our story when the world come closer and learning from each other.
Yes.
And celebrate our life, the beginning of life, the beginning of New Year, the ending of one cycle to the beginning of another cycle. So this calendar holds a lot of things in the history also, in the calendar to understand. And when we look back to 1,000 years, we know the cycle may repeat again. So how we can hold ourselves and handle things in a good way and learning from the past, understand the present situation and for the future generation. So for me, I see and hear what I learn and share is a confirmation of the journey that I walked through. Is learning from the past and the future generations. Does that make sense?
It makes complete sense. I really appreciate that you're explaining this to us. And I want to say thank you for coming up early and meeting me at this time. So